I talk to them. Most of the management make a mistake of spending a lot of time with the performers. By spending more time with the performer, chance of their performing is less and you take it as granted. When you spend most of the time with the non-performers, you engage with them, you talk to the non-performers saying that what happened to you, you performed last year, you performed earlier to that year, this year why you are not performing, what's the problem? Fact that you are talking to him, chance of that he performing is very, very high. So we work at Jyoti, especially me, saying that we don't have the time to explain to the people why we need to do this. We have decided to do this, let's do it. Now the execution becomes very, very fast. And I take always inspiration from Indian Post Office, Indian Railways, Indian Army. While everybody talks little here and there about them, but I am a fond believer of the principles of Indian Post Office, Indian Railways and Indian Army. Indian Post Office. A postman will walk that extra 8 kilometers to deliver one postcard for some household in a village. Why he has to do that? Because he thinks that that postcard is very important and some information is there and she has to be given. And that's the kind of commitment what that postman has. And that's what the commitment our salespeople will have in the marketplace. As far as the Indian Army is concerned, again, if you start hearing them, should we fire or should we not fire, then you will never fire. If somebody asks you that, sir, why I have to fight, sir? I have only 5 bullets now, what do I do for tomorrow? No, fire means fire. That is the speed in which we execute our projects in the marketplace. And of course, Indian Railways I am fond because there is no research, market research, consumer insight to put up the railway track. Keep on putting the railway track, put up the station. If the people come, then you run the train. If people don't come, still run the train. That's the way how we put up our distribution setup across the country. And you'll be, I told in between that I'm an eccentric, just to prove a point that I'm still an eccentric. After acquiring Henkel, I told my MD saying that, sir, we have put 10 years of future profit on the block. And I'm spending 785 crore to acquire this business. Something goes wrong, we might lose our existing business also because 785 crore is a huge, huge money for a small company like us. Our profit was 75 crore. So you are putting next 10 years of profit at stake. And with this, something goes wrong. Then MD said, what do we do? We have already acquired the company. Now what do you do? Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. I said, no, sir, I've decided to go and talk to everybody at once, all India. Then he said, what do you mean by going all India and talking to everybody? Saying that, sir, I've decided to take a car. I start from Kanyakumari, meet all the staff, meet all the distributors, go to their places, tell them that this is very important, it's very important, and tell them that if something goes wrong, he'll lose the distributorship, he'll lose his job, and the company will be closed. So MD said that means you take a car and go. Huh, sir. How many days? I don't know, sir. And MD knows I'm an eccentric. He said, do what you want. So I told him, no, sir, you used to come to do the flag off. When? February 28th, 2012. Where? Kanyakumari. So he was very scared and I told my driver, I want to take the car. Do you want to come along with me? Where, sir? We are going to Kanyakumari. From there we are going to All India. All India means, sir, All India means every day we are driving and driving and driving. But if you can't do it, I will drive it. No, sir, I'll come. Took the car, Bangalore to Kanyakumari. From Kanyakumari, we drove 14,500 kilometers, covered all the district, 16 hours of driving every day, stayed at my employee's house, never stayed in a hotel, stayed in our frontline salesman's house in that village, only village area, met all the 3,558 distributors, met my 1,600 odd sales staff, and everybody said that, sir, why are you taking this trouble of going by road? I said, something goes wrong, we are dead. Sir, everybody said, sir, we don't understand what you are talking, tell me what I should do. I said, wherever Ujala is there, keep Henkel products. So that's all I need to do? No, that's all what you do. Wherever Ujala is there, keep Henkel products. Rest of things I will do on advertisement. Distributor, sir, you have come all the way, Karnataka registration. I went to Pokhran also in Rajasthan because I have one staff there. In Pokhran, only one staff we have. And we have 20 retail outlets there. He felt so happy saying that you came 200 kilometers to Pokhran from Jaisalmer just to see me. I said, yeah, just to see you because that 20 retail outlet is also important for me. And then everybody felt that, no, he is different. And you see my 31st March 2012 quarterly numbers, In that 36 days which I traveled, company grew by 34%. That 34% is huge jump in FMCG because everybody felt that the least I can do is, for Ullas Kamath, keep the products where Ujala is there. Ujala is there in 2.9 million retail outlets, and everywhere Margo went, everywhere Henko went, everywhere Neem toothpaste went, and all of a sudden distributor felt that, wow, this sales is superb, 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 and won. Now, whether your family give you the permission to go around the country by road, by taking the car, best is don't ask a permission. Take the car and go. Correct? And I lived in my employee's house. Again, it's very, very emotional. I told everybody, I will stay only in non-performer's house. I will not stay in performer's house. Then people said that in an open meeting like this, we have a national meeting in Bangalore, they said, why are you staying in a non-performer's house? You should stay in a performer's house. At least we feel happy. I said, by staying in a performer's house, I don't get more sales. By staying in non-performer's house, I might get more sales. So I'm a businessman. At the same time, I will tell your children, tell your father to achieve his target. Ask your father not to talk about the mathematics from now on. Ask him not to ask what grade you have got in the class. Tell him that first you achieve your target, then you ask me the question. I'm going to tell that in your household so that I shame you. And I'll tell your wife, he might be a hero here, he's a zero outside. Don't treat him like a hero, he is useless fellow. Then after the meeting, me and my MD went, and these people must have discussed among themselves, and they felt that, oh, he is going to do shaming for me, all of us. Then I also told them, saying that I will tell in whose house I'll stay at 8:30 in the evening. If I tell in the morning, then they cook the whole restaurant. Or they bring the TV from the neighbor's house, the TV from the refrigerator from the neighbor's house, which I didn't want. So I told him that I'll tell you at 8:30, you will be eating something, and I'll eat the same thing. As long as vegetarian is fine. Otherwise, you make a roti, I'll wait for that for 2 hours. Till then, I can talk to your children. Believe me, I left Kanyakumari early in the morning, and I reached Sultan Battari, the border of Kerala, at 8:45. And I called up one person who was a non-performer in the month of January. I called that person, I still remember, his name is Suresh. Suresh, I'm coming to your house. He said that, sir, my target is achieved, sir. If you want to come, you come. But my target is achieved. I said, you are not achieved the target. Last month, I've seen it. Day first, I've seen it. It is not achieved. Sir, today everything is achieved, sir. Everything is achieved, sir. What is it? Then, not only that, to tell me, sir, you are from Karnataka, border is Karnataka, you might find non-performers there. In Kerala, everybody performs. Then in Karnataka, everybody performs. Maharashtra, everybody performs. All over the country perform, just that, saying that, you know what. Anyway, I stayed in their house and spoke to their family members. It was an eye-opener for me. Everybody, every family member knows about me, knows about the company's MD, chairman. Everybody knows about the senior. Everybody knows which target he is achieved, which target don't achieve. His wife will say, saying that, sir, my husband is a nice person, sir. That your sales officer is there, no. That person is very bad, sir. Night, 11 o'clock he'll call and say, mosquito coil, achieve the target. Sir, 11 o'clock, what he'll target he'll achieve. And whenever the call comes, my husband will say, switch off the TV. And he will talk, sir, half an hour, we switch off the TV because of that call, sir. And then I ask, why you cannot keep the TV on? No, sir, I tell him that I'm in the marketplace. Otherwise, he'll be angry if I say I'm at home. These are all the things which I realize. So, fact of the matter is, if you want to get extraordinary results, you need to work extraordinary. And 12 hours, 14 hours, 18 hours is a must to work.
Good evening, sir. My question is, recently in your company, they launched a product called T-Shine Organic Toilet Cleaner. How it is different and effective, sir?
Narendra Modi is talking about toilet. Government is talking about toilet. Companies are talking about toilet.
Akshay Kumar is
talking about toilet related aspects. Now, all put together, we felt that when that many number of toilets are coming to the country, is it good way to launch a product which is not hydrochloric acid based? Existing toilet cleaning products are acid based. Acid is not good. acid is injurious to health, and we felt that can we launch an organic toilet cleaner called T-Shine and without containing acid. Today, we have launched that only in Kerala. We'll stay there for at least for 1 or 2 years, then we go to other state. But believe me, other 10 years time, we'll be the market leader and Harpic will be at the end. So that's the product which we are launched.
Why did you prostrate to him? Why did you namaskar to him?
I did a namaskar to him that if that boy knows my latest product, what I launched in Kerala, he is a fantastic person. He is a fantastic person. And he knows that T-Shine also the name. And it is just about 4 months old product. It's just born in Kerala, and if he can ask me a question on that, he deserves a big namaskaram from me. No, any other question?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yep.
My question is, from HR perspective, how do you retain your talents in your organization?
Retain, how you retain that thing? Okay, a very good question. Do not recruit intelligent people. Do not recruit smart people. Do not recruit over-ambitious people. Do not recruit overconfident people. Recruit humble, simple, hardworking, non-intelligent people. They stay with you the rest of your life. So in our company, the ratio is 1:100. For every 100 hardworking people, we have 1 intelligent person. So out of direct roles of over 6,000, you can find about 50-60 intelligent people.
Good evening, sir. My question is why that Jyoti Laboratory focus mainly on only the chemical products, not on the healthcare products? Like,
There is something called the core competence which every company has. Our core competence is in managing the clothes and washing the clothes and cleaning the clothes. That's our core competence. And learning some business and doing something on that, we are not competent is what I could say. So most of the things which we are in are related with the business which you are comfortable with. But going forward, probably the next generation, the company might get into a health and wellness related one. I'm not saying that we should not, but at this point in time, no. What we are good at, we continue to do that. And again, just adding for your understanding, I always work on people's strength. I don't work on anybody's weakness. And in our company, we don't talk about anybody's weakness. I say that we are paying the salary to take the best out of his strength, and we are not here to train everybody to fix their weakness. By the time you fix their weakness, the strength will also become weakness. So we do not want to do that. So in our company, what we are good at, we do that. If I'm good in making dosa, let me continue taking dosa only. All of a sudden people say, why not you do noodles means, I like noodles, but I don't know how to do the noodles. By the time I learn how to make the noodles, I'll have messed up the dosa also. So which we don't want to do it. So core competence is very, very important. What people believe in your company, who can deliver.
Good evening, sir. My question is, being associated with Jyoti Labs for more than 26 years and having a job that involves a lot of travel, how do you find time for your family?
First of all, I have a habit, whether good or bad, I don't know. I don't take the phone at home. When I reach home, phone is off. That much respect I give for the family when I get into home. The second one, the quality of time what I spend at home is 24 karat gold quality. Nothing that I shout or nothing that I seek or nothing I'll do. Anything and everything is a person can do at home, I try to do that. I'm totally different person at home. Anything is less when it comes to the family. So I have told my family that we have to support these 20,000 people who are depending on us. And I, for one, am a believer of education, experience, business, and a spirituality, then philosophy adding to that. So I'll tell people at home saying that how many people have this kind of a blessings from the God to do this job. So God must have decided that I am the right person to do it, so He has given me this job, I am doing this job. I can't do anything other than that. And when I'm at home, I try to do my best, including the latest Padmavat I've seen. In the last show with my family, they want to go in the evening show. I said that, is that okay? We can go by 9 o'clock show because, and convince your daughter to convince your wife. You can't convince directly. You can convince your daughter to convince your wife, and she said, okay, we'll go at 9 o'clock. So to that extent I've done. But if you ask me what mark I get as a husband, maybe 35%. Just pass.
Just pass.
Just pass. In business, I'll give myself 60%, first class, but husband, 35. But as a father, somewhere it's more than 60%, which wife don't know. That you pamper them. You know how to pamper them.
I presume all the questions are over. I have a request to make. After listening to all you said about your progress and sales promotion, tactics, everything, we want to, at least I feel that I should listen to your ad clipping again. If you permit,
Sure.
and if the audience is wanting to listen to it, I think it is only 5 minutes. Shall we listen to it again so that we can enjoy it more
Sure.
this time? More than what we enjoyed in the beginning. Thank you.
Perfect. You can ask your question, then you can show the audio clipping of Char Bundawala, the first one.
Thank you, sir, first of all. And as we know that in every business there will be up and downs. And if that is a situation, in which sector, if there is a down, in fact, in which sector you would give more focus, like as an employee benefit you would focus, or as a promotion like giving advertisement on television, like in which sector you would focus more?
Now, focus is a generally misunderstood or misused word in a corporate world. For me, focus is there every time, everywhere, on everything. Every brand is as good as your children. Every brand, you need to take care of them. Some people are doing well, continue to feed them more. Some people are not doing well, feed them more. Or take to a doctor and show it to the doctor, this child is like this, or he's not able to walk, he's not able to run, and he talks more than required, or he doesn't talk at all. And don't ignore them. You say that, no, we don't have the money, we don't focus. Focus should be there on every brand. Second, the biggest strength what I get is, for me, employee comes first than anything else in the company. For me, employees first. If I can't keep my employees happy, then I'm not fit to be in business. While Gandhiji must have told that the customer is the king, but that is the Gandhiji style. But this is not the Gandhiji style. This is Narendra Modi style. Here, for me, employees comes first. If I can't keep my employees happy, they cannot keep 1 million retail outlets happy, they cannot keep 2/3 of the population happy in the country where my products are available. So to that extent, I'm very, very keen to hear them every time. And for every problem, there is a solution. And the solution is either you can afford it or you cannot afford it. What you can afford it, you do it. What you cannot afford it, ignore it. And most of the time, people who ask you the question, they will know 50% answer. Other 50% only you should help them to get the answer. So in that way, in our company,